Hello and welcome back. I go by Melinda NailFanatic and I'm here to do a live personal reading. So this reading is exactly for the lady I'm about to call right now. If you want to get a reading like this, go to my website and we can make it happen. All right, here we go. Hi, Angie. It's Melinda, and I'm live for your reading.
Hello.
I'm so excited to read for you again. How are you today, and what do you want to talk about? Good. Good. All right, what do you want to talk about, baby?
I don't know, this life. I don't know.
All right, let's pull a regular, just a Celtic cross and see what comes out for you. And we'll start there. And then if you come up with questions, just let me know. I'm just getting some good shuffles in here for you. Put 3 more on this deck. So you said I've read for you before and it was all spot on, huh?
Yeah, my sister sent me the link that you did for her. For me.
Okay.
Or I think it was a month ago, I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what we have coming out for you. Your first card out is the 5 of Cups, and it's in reverse. Okay. I heard no regrets. I heard no regrets. Did you get over some sort of emotional thing recently? Like maybe you let go of somebody and it was really hard? Or is it that you really need to let go of somebody? Hold on, let me see. No, I got no regrets. So there's something you said or did something. Okay, you said or did something and you have no regrets about it. Let me see, what are you talking about? Crossed by the 6 of Pentacles and it's upright. Okay, so either somebody was breadcrumbing you or you were paying for something, paying too much, overpaying for something. It's like you were overpaying for something. Okay, below you is the Death card. Yeah, you just got over something. The Death card, something ended in you. You know, if you didn't actually get over a connection, you got over some kind of emotional attachment. And I'm like, sorry, not sorry. It feels like sorry, not sorry. I ain't sorry about shit. It feels like that. Yeah. Okay, good. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know. 2 of Wands in reverse is in behind you. And it's saying, yeah, you already made a decision and you took action on it. So you made a decision to separate yourself. Likely, I feel like you separated yourself from someone here. Did you separate yourself from a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius? Right now, you're like, okay, what do I do next? With the Princess of Pentacles above you, it feels very much like, what am I going to do now with myself? What do I want to do next? What's up? And it's almost like, what's up for me now? Like, what do I do now that I let go of something here or someone? I feel like it was somebody. Was it somebody that you separated from?
My baby's dad, yeah.
Okay, so you did. All right, good. Did you feel like you were just doing too much in that connection?
I just feel like I was just, because he wasn't doing his part, and I knew I should have left a long time ago because he was just an asshole. Like he really was. Like he treated me like shit, and he just was a piece of shit.
Okay, so it looks like
I got tired of the same shit every fucking weekend, the same shit.
Right. Good. That's why it's the same shit over and over again. So you can notice it finally and do something different about it. So it looks like you're looking for, okay, what do I want to do next? Let's see. It looks like you're actually with the 9 of Cups in front of you. It tells me that you're actually going to be really happy being on your own. They're saying it's a good time for you to be on your own right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could be spending some time with some family or some friends, but I feel like overall, this is about you, building your own happiness. Like finally there's this feeling of freedom here in your reading. Like finally I don't have to stress, I don't have to worry. You know what, it should have been ended a long time ago, but finally it's over.
Yes.
Okay, in your position of your actions, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So again, it's telling me you're spending a lot of time with family. You're realizing like, I don't need to be here. What was I thinking on being here? I'm actually better off on my own. It's also telling me there's some children that are on your mind. You know, you already said, yeah, you said this was your baby dad. So yeah, you have your children. You're worried about taking care of your children. Now, what they want to tell you, what I'm hearing is you should really be proud of yourself because, you know, the children are learning from you. So many times we hear women or men sometimes even enduring situations with partners who really ain't doing a good thing for them. They're doing a whole lot for them, but ain't none of them making them happy. Ain't none of them feeling right. with it, you know, but they're still doing a lot for them. They just don't like it. So that the kids can have their parent. And it's like, hold on a second, but what is that parent teaching your kids? So at the same time, you know, you want to remember that those children you love so much, your choices matter because they're watching. When you decide that it's okay for you to put up with certain form of treatment and behaviors and all that stuff, your children believe that that's okay for them to put up with too. So if you wouldn't give your kid guidance to put up with anything, then you definitely shouldn't as well. But family is very much on your mind. In your environment, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, they're feeling the loss of you. This guy is feeling the loss of you, I feel like. Okay, but look, he was bleeding your pockets dry. He was bleeding your pockets dry. He always was showing up with not enough. With the 5 of Pentacles, he was lacking. He was lacking, honey, and slacking. I hear he was lacking and slacking, okay? In your heart, how you feeling? We have the 8 of Cups showing up for you, saying, I'll be moving on. Honey, you're moving on. And you're like, the way I used to feel about you, it's just not there no more. The reasons that we're here. Yeah, they all started to disappear, I hear. They all started to disappear. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't need to be here no more. So in your heart, like, you know that you're moving on. I feel like sometimes you might still, because of the habit of having his presence around, I hear that sometimes there's still a little bit of, oh shit, he's not here no more. Something like that, you know, where maybe normally you would notice his presence in some sort. Even it could be as simple as waking up to his breath in the morning, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, those socks ain't on the floor no more. Neither are those shoes. It could be as big as he took the trash out every week. Now you got to take the trash out. So you notice his absence a little bit during those times. I say, don't worry about that. That shit is normal. It'll pass. Don't worry, it'll pass. And the outcome energy here for you, the 3 of Cups is good. Okay, so with the 3 of Cups, there's a little bit of a guidance and a warning that I'm hearing, which is be careful now that you're out of one situation that you don't go and pour yourself into a bottle of wine or something like that. You know what I'm saying? With the 3 of Cups is telling you be careful what you're drinking, you know, just all that stuff. You got to be careful with that type of stuff because, you know, if you overdo it, then it's a problem. So they're saying just be careful of that, especially if mood hits and you get bored or something like that, you know. But overall, with that 3 of Cups, it looks like you're coming into a really happy period in your life. Like things are getting better. You're feeling better. You're going to be happy. You're going to have cause for celebration. I feel like if you don't have friends around you, I feel like, let me ask you this. Do you have like 1 or 2 really good friends? Or no. Okay. So I feel like through this path, through this journey that you're doing, you're going to align with 1 or 2 friends who are how you are now, not who you used to be before. You're a different person today. As a matter of fact, I don't know how long ago this breakup was. Was it maybe even 6 weeks or 6 days ago or something like that? But they're saying, however long you spent in that relationship, they're saying you've changed from then till now. Even the day you left the relationship till today, you've changed during that period of time. They're saying you're a different person now. So you're going to attract different types of people to your experience. And this 3 of Cups doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be friends forever and you're going to call each other every day and be besties and all that. It could just be a really nice person that you start talking to. And maybe it's just for that moment, right? A random conversation, but you're going to notice something about like-minded people showing up in your life. Like people maybe who've been through the same journey and difficulty as you. But the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck is telling me that you have got out of a really bad, fucked up situation. Like, because the 6 of Swords is like moving away from the problem. And the 5 of Swords is the problem. The 5 of Swords is like, somebody who argues a lot. It's battles. It's warring. It's toxic as fuck.
It's a bunch of violence.
Okay, yeah, it's toxic as fuck. And so now you made that decision and you got away from that. That's what you separated from. Good girl. Good girl.
Your last reading told me the same thing. I need to move on because domestic violence is toxic. Your last reading was like super. Like, oh yeah, I agree. Because I was domestic violence and all type of stuff in it. Okay, well, now all that stuff is in your past. So now the key is don't go attaching yourself to someone else. Do not yet. Do yourself a favor. You're still single. Please tell me you're still single right now. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to want to stay single. How long were you with this guy? How many years?
6 years.
You need to stay single at least 6 months to a year for your best. Why, Melinda? Why do I have to fucking stay single? I want to get with somebody new. I'm finally free. Listen, this is why. Because you want to change your energy before you attract the same guy with a different face and a different name. You understand?
Yeah.
So you need to change your energy first. Then let it come to you. Don't go looking. You know, you're going to get compliments. You might get Twitter petty looking at somebody or something like that. But honey, right now, it's time for you to move on from any external. You need to take care of your beautiful heart right now. What you've been through, what you've done, like this is a huge change. And it's indicating that you're going through even bigger changes internally. They're saying take some time to relish in the success and the victory, because this is a big life victory for you. They say this is a big life victory for you. And here's the thing. If you go jumping into a relationship right now, you're going to find a guy who is very similar. Okay. And you might find yourself reverting back to the old relationship. And it's a natural tendency when you've been choosing the same thing for so long that you would choose it again. And it's not because you really want it. It's because your brain is already wired to do the same thing you've been doing. That's why you need this 6 months to a year as well of being single. So that way you can have time for your brain to rewire according to who you are now, which is, I'm good. I'm actually better off on my own. You know, they got that saying, I could do bad all by myself.
Yeah.
That saying is fucking stupid. I could do fucking fantastic all by myself, or I could do bad with you. So right now, they're saying at least until the fall, so they said if you listen, then you can go out on Halloween and have a really good time, you know what I'm saying, and be open for whatever come Halloween time. But they're saying right now this is about you learning how great you can do on your own, because that's the energy you want to be in when you attract your next partner. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what else messages we have. First off, do you have any questions about what I said so far? Does it make you think of any questions?
No.
Okay, I'll keep reading for you then. They said get my download oracle out, so let's get you a card from here. What is the message for Angie right now, please? And thank you. What you got to say was the most important message for Angie. Okay, this one fell on the floor twice, and it doesn't want to go back in the fucking deck. I just picked up the deck, and it won't go back in the deck. So they said just read it. It says it is always fun to see how the universe delivers to me happy surprises unexpectedly. This is why they want you to be in your own energy too, because it raises your vibration and it makes you a match to a bunch of awesome stuff that comes to you. Okay, so don't be surprised, about little magical things. Oh, you see a butterfly and it makes you think of somebody who you love, who's in spirit. They're saying hi. Or you bump into a person and they just give you the perfect compliment, or they say, oh, you look like this, or you look like that. And it's something really beautiful that you never really heard nobody tell you before. And it really means a lot to you. Those are happy surprises. Also, though, people who know you, who are still in your circle, who maybe they've been away from your circle. I'm hearing maybe they've been away from your circle for a little while. Don't be surprised if people all of a sudden want to be more generous to you, is the point of it all. People are going to want to be more generous to you, whether it's with their words or their energy or their physical resources. So you're going to have some unexpected happy surprises. It's going to come from nature. It's going to come from people. And it all has to do with you getting in this 9 of Cups energy. And 9 of Cups is fulfillment. It's fulfillment that comes from within. And because you have that fulfillment within, other people who feel that way, you line up with them. You match with them. And they can come into your experience. So that's why it's important for the period of time alone. You've been a vibrational match to somebody who had a very abusive energy, which is a very low vibration when you feel like you need to abuse people. And so you've been a match to that for so long, but you raised your vibration. You need to get it strong there. You need to strengthen that muscle of happiness, of self-satisfaction before you go inviting anybody else into your space. But I see happy surprises are coming your way Beautiful experiences that you didn't expect. They're telling me to get the tea leaf fortune cards out for you next. So they said put 3 shuffles on it on the table. So let's see. Please give me the perfect messages for Angie today, right now. What is the perfect messages for Angie? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was weird. Half of the deck fell out of one hand. And anyways, you'll see it on the video when you watch it. Let's see, and final shuffle. All right. So there's something about in the middle. There's something about in the middle is a big piece. There's a big piece in the middle. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I heard there's a big piece in the middle. It's like, it feels like information. It feels like understanding. It feels like there's a bit of information. You're going to realize something about the middle. Beautiful. Happiness fell out with the flowers. You have beautiful flowers on the table and their word is happiness. So this is important for you right now. You replaced being left out in the cold by this person with happiness. You don't have him here to leave you out in the cold no more, to leave you lacking. You chose your happiness instead, and your happiness is always choosing you. I hear, and your happiness is always choosing you. So flowers also will be beautiful for you right now. If you can, get you some flowers once a week or whatever, or every 2 weeks, keep fresh flowers around you. Maybe if you have a little yard or a little patio, buy you a little potted flower and take care of it. Flower energy is really good for you. And I'm getting for what, have you ever wore flowers in your hair? I'm like, flowers in your hair, say it. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll say it. But I'm getting flowers in your hair. Maybe you need to wear a flower in your hair. Oh, okay. And then what they're giving me is a Hawaiian symbolism of the flower in the hair. They say you've had your flower in your hair on the side that says you're married for a long time. It's time to put it on the single side, but enjoy the being single. So what they're saying is like, do you feel like you've always been in a relationship?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what they're trying to get across. Okay. So you don't have to literally put flowers in your hair unless like that's a thing that you do. But when the Hawaiians wear the flower, the Hawaiian girls wear a flower over their left ear, it means they're single. Over their right ear, it means they're married. And so they're saying it's time for you to switch it to the other side. They want you to experience being single for a while. Live the best single life. It doesn't mean you can't talk to nobody. It doesn't mean you can't meet people. It doesn't mean you can't go out on dates. They're saying don't get involved in any commitment. You don't belong to nobody but yourself and your children for a little while. And they're saying the significance of that. They're saying enjoy life. Okay. The firecracker is here. And it's excitement. So look, you're going to have some good things to look forward here. They're really proud of you, super proud of you, because they said it's been a long, hard road, but you got here. We don't care how long it took you to get here. We care that you're here now. They're so proud of you for how far you've come. The decisions that you made is so beneficial. Okay. They're saying you're going to make more powerful decisions for yourself in the months and years to come. So they're saying you get a little bit of a break from making big decisions like this. They want you to just get comfortable. And they want you to really, every day when you wake up, you should wake up with the idea of, I'm proud of myself. I'm finally free of that situation. I've freed myself from that situation. Yeah. And they're saying, okay, so you got the fox that came out. So they're saying shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Okay. So do you work a job? Do you have your own business? What does that look like for you?
I have a job, yeah.
Okay. So they're saying, go ahead and make sure that you stay on your job. Don't let anything in your personal life distract you from your job.
It's crazy you said that.
Why?
Because my baby's dad, he almost made me miss work today. He didn't come to look at the kids, so I go to work, and I had to watch my kids, so I'm almost called out. But I have my dad actually came to watch my kids, so I can go to work. But I almost called out because he wouldn't pick the kids up so I can go to work. Oh. But I went to work.
Good. Yeah. I heard whenever you have to work, tell him you need to be at work an hour earlier than you actually do.
I did, and he didn't come. He still didn't come.
Oh my God. Well, tell him whatever you have to. Tell him 2 hours, whatever you have to. But they're saying tell him earlier than what you need. And then like pretend like you're really going to be late, even though you're going to be early. So they're like, if you told him an hour early and he still showed up late, well, then next time tell him 2 hours early. Keep fucking with him until he's there when you need him there. You know how he is. You know how he's going to play. So play your cards right. They're saying play your cards right. So that, in other words, use the benefit of knowing how he is and then also leaving yourself enough time. So give him a really early pickup time. That's going to help you a lot, because you already know how he's going to play his games. And then, like, if he thinks you got to leave right now, and then text him, I'm going to be late for work. Are you going to pay my rent? Whatever the fuck you got to tell him, you know what I'm saying? But really, you're going to be on time.
That's crazy that you said that. It's so crazy that it happened just this morning.
Yeah.
I can do that shit.
Yeah, don't let him disrupt your job, okay? Listen, so here's the thing. And the next card that came out of here is the Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. It landed on top of the flowers, and underneath that is the bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So you need to heal some of the victimization energies inside of your body. Okay, so what would be good for you is actually to get out, do some walking, or some sort of get out in the sun, in the air, play on the playground with the kids. I don't know, something, walk around the park with them, or you do that?
No, alcohol. I can't drink alcohol.
I mean, if you're gonna drink, you gotta drink responsibly, because they came out with that early. You have to. Yeah. 1 or 2, that's it. Once you hit 3, you've had too many. They say you got to make sure that that came out earlier. That came out earlier.
I'm my 5th, 6th drink already, so I was good at each of that first.
Yeah, you're gonna have to display some control in that. Otherwise, what's gonna happen is the alcohol is gonna blur out some of the changes that are trying to happen inside of you right now, and you'll develop one addiction to replace the other, because whether you realize it or not, this guy in your life was an addiction to pain, an addiction to abuse, an addiction to sadness, and to not feeling good enough. And if you don't want that to continue in your life, you don't want to replace it with alcohol or any other substances, right? You want to heal that. And when you're truly happy, you're not going to want to do things that are going to bring you down. And alcohol is a depressant. It's going to make you depressed. And this depression card comes out. They say, if you let yourself fall into depression, it's a downward spiral, that's not going to take you to no place pretty. They're saying, because of the fact that vulture here is on top of the bread and the flowers, it's like, you can choose that if you want to. It's your free will. But if you decide to put a lid on it, because this vulture actually has a device, I'm going to put it to the camera, a device tied around its mouth. If you could close the mouth of that depression and control your drinking, even since you brought it up, then you're going to see a lot of prosperity and a lot of happiness, but it's going to depend on you and your choice. You have that choice to make. You could get out of one bad situation and run right into another, or you can appreciate that you're free from that bad situation and enjoy the peace that you have available for you now. Does that make sense? Angie, does that make sense?
You can't for a second. I need to hear that part right now.
Okay, so you can choose either way to go into depression and replacing one substance, which is him, with something else that's also not good for you. Or if you don't want to do that, then you can choose what else is the option here is prosperity and abundance and happiness. If you choose to do it another way, you're going to find yourself a lot more happy. Your bank accounts will swell. You're going to have more than everything in your life. But you want to watch out from using alcohol when you're going through these changes as a crutch, because it's a depressant. It's a natural depressant. So, they're just reminding you to be careful and not to give in to over drinking. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's see what we have for you from the words of clarity now. What are the messages for Angie? We have overstanding coming out. Okay, so you already know. They're basically telling me, like, you already know that you need to be careful when it comes to dealing with him on time and all of that. You also already understand that you can't depend on him to make you happy no more, okay? They're saying when you chose to end this connection because the Precious card fell out right on top of this Death card, is telling me when you chose to end that connection to him, that you are honoring your value and your worth. That's really good, because that's why this prosperity and abundance, this bread, is trying to come into your life right now. So it's like God's got a whole big old bag of opportunity and money and love and everything trying to give to you right now. And from where you're at, you're lined up to get it. So they're just being very, again, cautioning. Make sure you keep making powerful choices for yourself, because you've come a far way. We have the healed card coming out here, and you're moving on the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you've healed a lot in yourself. So you're actually, the green light is at the bottom of the deck, is telling me like you're set to get a lot of beautiful experiences in your life, to have the love, the money, the happiness that you always wanted, right? But you're going to have to keep making choices from this healed person who you are today, not the hurt person you used to be. They're saying it's in your destiny to remove all of these limitations. Okay, there's an image here of a cast, and it's being removed. So it's in your destiny to take the cast off. Like, you've been limiting yourself in what you can do and where you can be and how your life can be actually beautiful and happy. I'm hearing fairy tale and movie like, but without the wise choices, you won't see that experience. So they're just, again, reminding you, keep making these wise choices from the healed person that you are today, who had the nerve, they're saying, who had the nerve to get up and go, even though he might have said, you're never going to leave me. And all that. I'm hearing he used to tell you, you ain't never going to leave me. You never going to get rid of me and shit like that. I don't know, something stupid like that. You'll always come back. I'm hearing this person will very programmed you a lot, but look at this. Now is perfect. Now is the perfect time to create something with your hands. So they're saying, you need to get your hands busy. They say idle hands are the devil's playground. My grandmother used to say that all the time. So you need to get your hands busy. They don't care if it's making a cake, sewing a dress, or playing pat a cake with the kids. You need to keep your hands busy. Okay, doing things that are good for you, not just holding on to some alcohol. They're really talking shit. You shouldn't have said that to me during the reading. I'm just saying, because they're really gonna play with you now. All right, let me get another.
And your last reading you gave me, I said that I need to watch out for some alcoholism. I'm like, what the hell? How does she know?
What did I say?
You said, the last thing I had for me, you said that I need to be careful of any toxin, any influence that habits of alcoholism or drug abuse. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? How does she know? I was like, the last thing I'm like, she know me? I'm like, how does she know? I have alcohol problems. Because you said that, because you mentioned addiction problem in my last one too.
Well, yeah, the cards be speaking. The cards speak to me.
What the hell? I'm like, damn, you told her for me, tell me. And then she's like, I ain't doing nothing. She's like, well, she's like, you did. She knows too much.
Well, the stuff comes out in the cards, and then my intuition hits me up on top of it all. So it's like a double whammy. But
yeah, got me.
Yeah. Okay, so the other card that came out here says, by following the example you have shown, I have become a happier, kinder, more authentic me, humble. So they're saying, God, it's like God is here saying, listen, I'm teaching you how to move on from these experiences you learned. Remember, be your best teacher. Like, you learned a lot from this connection. They're saying, use the lessons from the connection and continue to learn from your life. And again, it's something big about choices, Your choices are so important. They're really emphasizing, like, you want to make more empowering choices that you would be proud of your own children for making, right? And then the bottom of the deck says, gratitude is the attitude that delivers more to be grateful for. So they're saying right now is a good time for you to count your blessings, and it's always a good time for you to count your blessings. So they said, go ahead and read one more card from the postcard for Spirit. And then if you have a final question or one question before we go, I'll go ahead and take one question from you. But you just kind of wanted a general, see what's going on. This is what's coming out for you. It actually looks really good, because it looks like you've come a long way. You've been through some hard stuff. It feels like you're through the worst of it now. And if you keep choosing a better path for yourself, making better choices than the old you used to make. So they're saying, when you have a choice to make in front of you, ask yourself, is this the new me or the old me? And anytime you get the old me, you know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to choose from the new person. Okay. And so let's see, what is your final message from the postcard from Spirit? All right. It says, dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, You will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense, read between the lines, tune into the story behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. All right. So that's what I have for you today. Do you have anything else you want to add or say, or do you have a question you want to ask for your final message?
No, we kind of covered everything. Every time you kind of covered everything. You got everything already.
Good. Well, listen, you've been making some great improvements in your life. They're really proud of you. Again, they want me to reiterate, they're really proud of you. Like all of heaven is so proud of you right now. All the spirit world is so proud of you. Your angels, your ancestors, and guides, honey. You are so loved. And I'm so thankful that you chose me to do another reading for you. Yay.
I did. My sister told me the first thing. I go, what did you tell her about me? She's like, I didn't tell her anything. I'm like, well, because she knows me all too well. I'm like, she's like, more than I know myself. I'm like, everything that she's telling me right now, it's a pinpoint. I'm like, dude, everything is on point. I'm like, dude, I can relate to everything that she's saying right now. I'm like, I had a project from a video from her closet, and I had to breathe it when outside. I allowed her to shot too. I'm like, okay. And then I remember the video. I go, dude, she is on point. I'm like, she kind of freaked me out because she is too real. This is too real.
Yay.
So I had paused the video like a million times. Too much to handle.
And that's a beautiful part of having the videos. You'll always have it to go back to. So that's good.
I'm watching this one too. I'm like, she's a real shit. I'm like, she's on it. She's good.
Good. I'm glad you're happy with your reading. I'm glad that the readings have been helpful for you. And when you're ready, girl, I'll be here. Tell your sister I said, hey, girl, hey.
I for sure will because don't conjure but on point. So,
all right, baby. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So who's next? Is it you next? Go to my website. Make it happen. You can be next. Until then, love you. Laters. Mwah.